Hello. Hey, Joycey. You're always the first one. I like it. I'm early, so we'll give Debbie a chance to close if she's going to or not. Yeah, I'm going ahead anyway. If I can hit the right buttons and get on my YouTube. Okie dokie. Hey, Cheshire. How you, darling? Haven't seen you but 2 or 3 times today. We're just going to play today. I have no idea what we're going to do, which those are usually the best days. Get my earphones put up so they don't get in the paint. Okay. Put those up there. Get my yarn over with. Well, have y'all been doing anything fun besides watching videos? I've got to break that habit, but I enjoy it. Hi, Kim. Sleeping? God, we do an awful lot of that around here, too. If Randy gets 3 or 4 hours because we stay up till 11:30 and the furry kids wake him up at 6, then he'll sometimes come back and take a nap. Geez, Cheshire. I heard the East Coast was having internet problems, as in Shopify and some other stuff in England, or in Europe, I should say. Hottest June on record ever. And I'm sitting here thinking, thank God for air conditioning, but lordy, lordy. Of course, we grew up without air conditioning, but we had ceiling fans and attic fans. We didn't have ceiling fans. We had rotating fans, ceiling fans. You wouldn't go to sleep till 2 o'clock. You'd be so sweaty. Blah. Wow, what caused it, Cheshire? I'm going to put some tape around my, I don't think it's going to stick. Let's see. This is the weak spot on these cords. We use them until they absolutely fall apart. There, maybe that'll help a little bit. Sloppy job as usual, Miss Vic. That's okay too. Well, I can tell you one thing, we spend a lot more time out under the trees in the shade. I spent all of my hot summers laying on my back reading books on the sofa. And we always kept all the windows, the curtains closed, so it'd be cool inside, or cooler inside. The sun couldn't come in. I think that would be hard now. I remember at my grandpa's house, there'd be 8 or 10 people on weekends. I don't know why, because everybody lived just right around him, sleeping on cots on the front porch. That's what you call up close and personal. Okay, everybody must still be over at Debbie Epps. We'll start here in about 5 minutes. I'm dying to start on my new journal. I'm not sure I'm good enough to grace these pages. How about that for silly? And I've got Shannon Green's homemade, or her tea, refrigerator icebox tea and coffee mixture that she uses to dye her pages. I don't have, Robin just lays hers out on a big counter and just sponges and squirts color on them. I don't have room for that. I don't have a place for that. So anyway, that's going to be fun. Maybe I might just keep it like it is and just look at it. And Joan's the one that asked me about the makeup thing, so I did find a couple. I'll refresh y'all's memory too. I looked and looked for the video that I did. It must be hidden somewhere. I got fresh water, 2 of my weed jars, just so if I spill one, I've got one. I am ready. I just pulled out some pages I used for, keeping from getting paint on stuff. So I'm going to deli print on those. I like these because they disappear when you put paint on them. When you glue them down, I mean. It's okay. I don't mind doing a stream for just a few. Because Debbie's not off teaching very long. Hey, Jacqueline. How are you today? I got a Ziploc for all my little pieces that were falling all over the place. I think I've spent the day. Ooh, I watching lives. Of course, I just half listen, and then watch stuff on TV, and then look up stuff on my iPad, sitting in my easy chair. So I'm worthless. Hadn't always been that way though, so I guess I ought to be thankful. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I expect some will trickle in. These are my little um, foam brushes. I got it in the kids department at Walmart, and they make some cool marks. I pulled out some little foam stamps like these, and I've got my bucket of art foamies. Get this out of the way. And I hit somebody else's video while I did it. But it did it. It's a little scrap. These are the pads for the art foamies, and you roll a lot of ink on them and then stamp forever. And I think I was doing it one day, and you got to quit at some point. So I decided I would just put these in the freezer. So what I did was put a wet wipe on one of them and then just face down the other one. I've had them out of the freezer now for about 20 minutes, and they are still really wet. So that works. You're not always in a place where you can, I should keep that out, where you can use all of it. And I hate wasting stuff, so that down. I've got my Speedball gel plate. These are narrower than the regular ones we're used to. Looks to be about a 16th or so. It's not much. And Lindsay Wyrick just had a little video, and she thinks they don't work as good. She was working on a student one, which are these big from Gel Press. This is the Speedball one that I got because it was so cheap. So we're going to play with that one today. I always try to keep one of the plastic things on the bottom, because that if you've got something like a rock or a grain of sand or something on your desk, it won't impact the plate. However, if you use both sides like I do, then they won't stick to each other or the plastic. So here you go. That's all I know about that. Joan, if she drops in, let me know. These are the little makeup things that I got. I got mine from China. But I think they've got them at Walmart and probably at all the beauty stores, Sephora and all that. But they're real good. They're real soft and nothing sticks to them. You can put gel medium on. So it's an alternative to using a credit card. And this is the foam one I got at the dollar store, which is awful lot like the ones Jane Davenport sells. And those are good too for stamping or smearing or whatever. You do have to clean them like a makeup sponge. This is a little bit denser, I think, than a makeup sponge. Maybe, baby, where are you? I put one in here. Oh well. So we're going to put both those to use. And what else have we got? I think that's it. Let's go. Gel doesn't say anything other than promoting its other ink products. And printing inks are a little bit thicker, but I can't imagine why that would make need an alteration in the plate. So we're going to get this baby dirty. I have red on this one, and I have black and white on this one. Because I'm working or trying to work a little more in neutrals, I'm going to see if I can tone this one down a little bit. And this was my green color shift. These things really suck up the paint. And roll this out on something. So let's just get this little baby. What I'm going to do is put this on here. And this is black and white, so make a big old mess here. Now, if I had planned that, these could be cut apart and used individually somewhere. So there's nothing different about that plate at all. I don't think. But that's me. Okay, let's put some little happy stars. You know me, this won't last very long if I have to have a clean plate every time. Y'all know why I used red to tone down my blue guy. I mean my red on this thing, right? Toned that red down a whole lot from where it was originally. And that did absolutely nothing whatsoever. So we'll probably give up on these here in just a minute. It's not the plate, it's the operator. So let's see. What do I want to do? I pulled out half a bottle of Glick acrylic. This is something one of my friends was giving up her studio for moving into assisted living, so I got to go through and pick out things I wanted. That's where the Neocolor Chews came in that I so promptly lost. I make pretty good rose. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with this plate. Still got some stencils somewhere that I didn't put away. I think. Where are you? Hang on just a second. What did I do with those stencils? They've got to be over there where I'm working because they're not where they live. One moment, please, as Joyce says. Okay. This is the trouble with winging it. Okay. Don't need a silver screen. I'm still thinking about my moon journal with the stuff that I'm pulling. A little more geometric and no words. I kind of have a love-hate with words. That's kind of cool. I canceled my Art Snacks subscription last night. Had it for so long, and I just decided it was time to get rid of it. I'm not ready to get rid of my stencil girl quite yet. Okay, that'll get us started. I have really used this color shift paint. And of course I got too much. You just want a thin coat. These stencils that have little smaller marks, you really have to rub harder to get underneath there. And it looks like I did a pretty good job of that. Pull that up, and I'm gonna lay it face down if there's any paint left on it. There was a little. Okay, now what do I want? I want this little fishy. Just a hint. I need some more room. Ghost. Good enough for jelly plating. Two drops is plenty. Said I was going to check chat after that, and I didn't, did I? Smooth move, X-Lax. That's a cool stimple. It's a cool stimple. Yeah, check chat. Now try to remember to do that. Hey, Sherry, Janet. Whoops. No, I don't want. Siri thought I needed her. I don't. Okie dokie. I'm talking to myself. Not a good thing. This is the rainbow. Still got red on it. Not much. We'll get another. I'm sorry. I need to pull it up much. I'll see. It's just that some of them don't have anything. Sometimes, though, in collage, just this little corner and all the rest of the paper that doesn't have ink on it will disappear. So you just kind of get a ghosty image. Put another. This half-size deli paper is great for this size plate. And I'm not sure that I have a 6x6. No, there wasn't anything left on that because it's dry. And that means that we can pick it up with something. Use our turquoise color shift. And I want to remind y'all again why we like these, and it's because they have more, I'm going to call it acrylic Well, acrylic polymer, okay? They have more acrylic polymer than they do pigment, which makes them real thin, kind of greasy feeling. So you can make transparent layers with it, not like craft paint is opaque. And that could be a pull-up print, so I'm going to take a little more time with it. I just don't have the heart to cut these up. I mean, if all I want is a small piece, I'll cut a mask for this. But I'm going to let that stay just a little bit. This is strong enough paper that it won't pull and tear like tissue paper does. Got a lot of the turquoise, but not much underneath. I'm going to pull a second one right here beside it. I'm going to get some foam stamps out. Hey, that's a good place to put extra ink. This is one of the art foamies. She managed to get a couple years on the, let's see, what are you going to do? I'm going to put the white right here before people started copying her. Joggles has some now. And there's still stuff on there. The coming off the jelly plate, instead of just putting the stamp direct on the paper, gives us a little more of an organic look. And you can literally stamp a whole journal with just one of these things loaded. I'm going to print this on top of this thin one. Part of that black was a second pull. I'm going to put some white in. I'm just messing. I decided if I needed more space in here, I could get rid of some materials that are just sitting there not being used, and there's nothing at all wrong with them. Everybody's being quiet today. I'm sure it's because you're all just taking fast and furious notes, right? Sometimes the second and third pulls are the best. Now I'm going to pull this red one again, right here in that empty spot. Just get a fade. These are some of the ones that Nat Colback has been playing with. I mean, she can make some real cool stuff with her shapes on these foam stamps. Piece of paper's kind of mangled. I'm just going to keep going and make a mess of my plate. Just bits and pieces. So any of you guys that bought this gel press plate, in my opinion, they're just the same as the others. And I'll show you here in just a minute another reason why. Well, I mean, that's a Jane Davenport reason, not mine. She says that they are easier to stamp with. That's going to cover all the turquoise. I do that all the time. Still kind of a neat print. We can put something else on top of it. Now, Vicki, if you want to put paper in here, I'm going to get my clean deli. Axully plating, when you put 4 or 5 layers and stencils to get a certain effect, is a little bit to me like doing Zentangles, the real ones, where they've got 4 or 5 steps. That's kind of a little interesting. I wonder why I didn't get anything over here, because I didn't stamp it over there, maybe. I don't think that'll do anything. Let's just leave it as that. I need some blue. Add the blue. Where's my blue? I have done something with it. There's always blue. Hey, pig. Hey, that's a good thing to watch, Gail. Why did they keep that blonde-headed woman that was one of the high scorers out of the game today? Peg, I'm just playing today, trying to use up some stuff that I've got. I had these little stamp buddies in my freezer. So I thought this would be a good day. Kind of thinking about my baby thing, but red's not one of the colors. Where is my dang blue? I just had my blue out Monday. So, too bad. Not much of nothing, just a little. Rose gold. Back to these. How about a stencil? Oh, good Lord. See, that's kind of pretty. I like all the extra stuff. Now let's put this down on one of these that were almost black and see if there's anything there. Not much. That's kind of nice. All right, now let's see what kind of a. Hey, Yogi Bear. I'm gonna put some white down on top of this. Now we're into some new jelly. This is the Speedball plate. I don't think it'll do anything, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is that kind of not nothing black. See, that helped. I mean, you know, not that there was anything visibly wrong with it. Ed, did you see yesterday my journal from Robin McClendon? I just did a quick show and tell yesterday. That's interesting, but I gotta get some blues. Dang it. Got one of these things. Actually, I got two at the dollar store. You know, they use them in beauty salons. Yeah, I used to go to a beauty salon to get my nails done. Whether you push down on it and get alcohol up, I think is what they were getting. No, what would they do? Getting something up. I just don't know what I would use them for in here, but I thought I'd get them since they were right there. I just used that blue, and it's not empty. And there's an opaque one, but that's not really one. Purple. I'm gonna have to get some more paint. That'll disappear. I get a brand new paper. Yeah, Lindsay Warwick came out today Peg and said these weren't as good as the thicker ones. I don't get it myself. Plus, this thinner one, Jane Davenport's are thinner, and you can fold them into the crease of a journal if you want to stamp with them like that. So, I mean, there's no reason for it not to be. It could be a different chemical formulation in order to use thicker printing inks, but even that wouldn't, I mean, you can do that on a regular jelly. So they're the same formula and probably subcontracted by the same manufacturers. They're just thinner. Well, that got a lot, didn't it? Ta-da! Nothing? I'm still pissed about my blue. I keep everything. Okay, we need to do something on this. Ooh, that's a good one, but it's not quite big enough for that one. See? Kind of cloudy. I just have odds and ends of them in here. This one's kind of cool. And it's got a center. Solid. Do I need that? Nope. Oh, maybe that one has. It's plain. Maybe there's another one somewhere. Let's see it. Okay. Keep looking for that. My paint's dry. Let's put glazing medium on here. Oh, howdy doody. Come right on out of there. I've got another half piece for that. They all just live in this same bucket. Peg, I feel your pain. In order for me to rearrange anything serious in here, I'd have to empty it all into my living room. But I did. I can use my, whose stream was that the other day? Using the top of an old computer desk and where the slots are for the file I was over here showing you on my iPhone. Where the slots are for file cabinets or CDs, you can put your pens in there. So I found 12 inches of space back here that I could slide one of those in. And that'll get me two of my square cubbies over there. I didn't pick up much. Maybe I can't talk and jelly at the same time. Anyway, that'll gain me a couple of cubbies over there, which will really help. I got an off print off that little sun. We're getting a few little things we can use. Maybe. Yes. Sorry, Gail. I had to cut some paper. This is my medical paper. I like crinkles. It could be that the deli paper is so slick it's not picking up as much as a more absorbent paper. And I think I was right. There you go. Come on now before your paint dries. Pat, are you in the Stencil Girl group now? I think I heard you say something about that. I told somebody the other day I didn't want to give up my Stencil Girl subscription because I don't want to hurt my best feelings. What are you sorry about, Peg? Not much. Not much in anything. It's, I'm telling you, these, oops, Pop must be home. These Stamp Buddies sure do hold a lot of paint. I've had that one in my freezer for at least a month, maybe more. So that does work. I figured it would because that's how I do my oil paint palette. Except Randy took over the space on my oil paint. Where my oil paint palette goes, that's kind of cute, blue and black. And he hadn't given it back to me yet. But everybody always complains about how hard oil paint is. And it's not. Not. Not anything. If nothing else, these will make real good washi tape. Get some real good texture marks from another jelly plate. And sometimes my jelly plates on this deli paper are prettier from the back. Hey, Debbie. I watched part of yours, but I was trying to get in the mood over here for part of it. Like I said, deli paper. Blue and black. Good Lord. Or blue and gray, I'm sorry. And that is too much. I'm doing the Speedball plate, Debbie. Lindsay Wire said she thought there was a difference. I don't. Ooh, pretty colors. Let's do some sterling silver. Dry enough. You cut yours apart, right, Debbie? Hey, Joycey. I haven't seen you in more than a week. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, that's kind of blue and black, blue and gray. Just pop down on top of that. Sometimes the second print is the best. I love the wrinkles. That's what's showing up. What else we got? The only thing I have against these foam stamps is that they take up way too much room. Yep. I'm not getting any pattern, which I guess is fine. Let's put down a little bit of white. But I have come to grips with the fact that this is not different. Too much. Hey, Chris. A little hints of it, but not much. Not much. I really, really, really do like wrinkles. Let's see here. Let's try, see if there's any white left on this dark mush. Little. That was that one. So far, I'm making a pretty good sized mess. I wish we're getting a little bit of color variation. Medical exam paper is in my Amazon store, and it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's just tissue paper. It's got a little more of a wax coating in it. Be great washing tape. Let's go ahead and go straight to black. And again, you can do these direct. You don't have to have the jelly step. I use this wrinkled paper. Gail loves this stuff. that's not it. Ah! Interesting stuff. The medical, yeah, I think you're right, Debbie. I don't pay attention to it. Of course, you know that about me. I'm not a scientist like you are. Hey, Chris, did I say hi to you? I don't think so. So I got some pretty good right there. Just gonna do a little bit. Gosh. Well, I wasn't using it so fast. I'd put it in a smaller bucket, not a bottle. Let that straight. I get this packing paper and sometimes shipments from Mr. Park or some of the other, they'll just take it and twist it and wrap it up in your stuff. And I keep it. I unroll it and keep it. And I've got one that is super wrinkled and it does really good pulls. A little. I have enjoyed my homemade washi. Once again, getting pretty good print, second, third generation. And the color shift being translucent allows the other stuff to show through, which is cool. And I've got all that turquoise paint sitting there. It's too much of that. I'll get rid of some of it. Alrighty, let's put that to the side, wherever that would be. Put those back in the bucket. You know what? I may still use those. I got my Lindy's. There's blue. Let's see what we got. I said I was going to put it up, and then I did this. So. Never mind. I'm going for a bigger plate. I did have a fairly clean desk when I started. Alrighty. And everybody gasp when you see my plate. This is the way I like them. You know what? I need to let that dry first. Low heat or cool heat. Stencils. Let's run that. No, that won't work. Duh. Okay. Put Janella down there. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's help me here. Sheetrock tape. No. It's gonna be fun when I get older. Now I'm going to pull a down here a little more. Rice paper. Just see if we get anything. Doesn't look like I've got much wet on there. Nothing. Let's do that again. This time I'm going to put glazing medium. I'm gonna let that dry. What that does is it puts a layer of dried acrylic over the whole plate. So then when you use something liquid, I'm going to use this darker one. When you use something liquid, it doesn't beat up as much. Use this again. That's the sticky side. All right. Went in pretty good. I know this works because I have seen it done. Okay, got more that time. That'll be better when it dries. Probably would have been nice to let that dry and then put a pickup coat on top of it. Which no more than we got, we can do that. So let's do that. Not enough. It's either not enough or too much. And the acrylic underneath that was dirty will start to loosen up anytime now. Kind of like it reactivates. All right, I'm going to leave that for just a second. See what y'all talk about. Bye, Janet. What are we having? I can be over. Bye, Peg. There's a minute where if you leave it one more second, it'll tear the rice paper. So you want to pick some up without dissolving the paper. My mojo's not working today, but still, that'll look great in some collage work. All right, I'm gonna put this one up. I'm gonna put this one up. I'm gonna roll this up, kind of clean it off a little bit so it won't be sticky wet and get all over everything else. Just do a little bit in here. Did Joan ever slip in? I'm going to show you a little bit about this. This is the silicone that I use for spreading. Softer than a credit card. You can clean it real easy. Apply a little bit of that. Let's see, what was I going to show you? Oh, I know. So you want to get, this is the thin Speedball. Take the back plate off, and we're going to I just put some on there, and I don't know if it's gonna. Because I said I was going to do this, so that's why I'm doing it. Now, you can get, because this is thinner, you can get it down in the gutter a little better. And I'm out of view. See, you can't do that so much with this size. You can, but that's what I've heard. And I heard that from Jane Davenport, by the way, because hers are thin. Anybody got anything to say? Hey, Branson. Oh, good, Branson. At least I felt somebody was lurking. I'm glad it was you. See if we've got anything dry that we just did. This one's kind of a neat one. That one's bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Now always remember to turn them over, because sometimes you get better stuff on the back side. See, like there? That's a pretty neat pull. Which one? This one. Still kind of like the front side better. Been trying to use my decal edge ruler a little. It's harder than the straight aluminum. This is my moon journal, by the way. It's a baby gift for Sarah's best friend, who was practically living with us at the time of the fire. Christmas Eve night, so she wasn't there. I was going to try to print my, well, I did try to print my something. My, I'll get it out in a minute. My Twinkle Twinkle verse that I'm going to letter. I did work on it about an hour today, and I think I've just about got it ready to do the lettering. I'm looking over here to see what I've got. That one. Could have wet that. But I did. Ooh, I see something else I like. No, I don't like those colors. No. All right, I like that. Now to decide how I'm going to do this little collage thingamajigger. Come on. See, that's the back side. This is the other side. Didn't mean for those to be the very same. I like that one better. But Debbie, are you enjoying being out of school? Being head of the science thing this year, you're going to be busier than ever, I guess. Now then, let's see what we got. I like that a little better. Looking in my scraps. Part of a doily. The center part of a doily. And sprays. I don't think that's the right color. Hang on, I'm looking through my sack. This is Moon Shadow Mist. Let's see what we get. I'm going to spray it over here, over these papers. Let's try this one. Which one? Oh, I like that one right there. Backside, where it's soaked through. Maybe, baby. That's kind of an ugly collage. Save that for some other time. I'm overthinking it, can you tell? Ah, there you go. And there you have it, sports fans. I'm going for it. I spent last night, I don't know if Joycey's still here or not, researching other glue sticks of the same, like a 1.4. This is 1.47, the Uhu. And the ones that I found, and there aren't very many, were just about as expensive or more. So I'm sticking with Uhu. It's what I started this with. And I did some research on PVA glue. Molecularly, speaking to our science teacher here, Miss Debbie, they're all about the same. There might be a little bit less water in some, but Elmer's is as good as anything else. And I knew that was what I would find because I have artist friends, two different ones, who contacted the ASTM. One of them sat on the committees, and that's what she always said. And then I had another artist, who had talked direct, and that's what he was told. I watched somebody the other day, and they said, "Oh, I use PVA. I'll never use Elmer's." Elmer's is PVA. There may be a little resin added, maybe. Unless you're doing professional bookbinding, I think we're all safe. When I've got some things that I did 15 years ago, and they're just fine. They're not yellowing or anything. fans. I want to do this. Here's my ink bottle. It's going to have to be a major cleanup in here, but it's all because of this little book. This is my Sumi ink. There you have it. And it exploded on me. Why did you do that? Thank God you've got my apron on. Thank God for baby wipes. Good thing I don't have any luncheons or cocktail hours or anything. All right, see what you guys are talking about. Hey, Branson, you know what the main thing is? Holding it at the end and just barely touch the brush and kind of let it do it. It's the easiest way to do that. And we've got something here that could be a pocket. I think I'm just going to decorate that a little bit. Now before you make a big old mess, see the backside of some of these are prettier. I am on a jag to use stuff that I haven't used. A big old thumbprint. See that right here? Thumbprint. It won't show though. Tacky glue because this cardstock has not been holding the cardstock. Double-sided tape has not been holding the cardstock closed. Little top spot right here, something like that. That won't go, but something like that. Something like that there. Did everybody see my gift journal yesterday from Marvin McClendon? Well, alrighty, then I won't show it to you again. It is 5:37, and I've been doing this longer than I usually do. Clean my hands up a little bit. Okay, let's find something a little more palatable. One of these old file folders could slide in there. And they're done. So I could tape a piece of paper. I've still got my box down with my doodads, and I can put push pins through here. Make a little tablet of paper. Somebody could write notes about how the little booger didn't sleep all night, you know? I have a fancy poke tool, but it's over there with my sewing stuff. I have a Japanese square punch that would work, but I have that. I bought these last time Tonic had them on sale. Had these for 15 years. And I also have my big bite over here. Damn it, I could have used that. Just put a piece of washi tape over that. Uh-oh, Poppy's home. Now, look at that little holder. Which place is to right. And it fits perfect. Now, I think I'm going to quit. Hey, Carly. Oh, sticks look great, Joycey. I was leaning way back in my chair. Remember my brush I made? I could pull one of those out. God, what a mess. Give you another try here. Just because y'all mentioned it. Not yet, just about. It's not quite as efficient, but it works. Looks more like chicken scratch, but Mama's been mean to us all day, Daddy. Alrighty. Watercolor with a stick too. They're cool. Look at this damn desk. Alright. See what anybody else got to say. Curly, we've been on for a while.
All I got to say is,
Brandy. Excuse my hubs. I'm filming. I said yes. Smeared as usual. Something absorbent would work better. If Randy's mother was still alive, she could do some real stuff. So there you have some stick. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, you can watch the recording. It was just a freestyle bunch of stuff today. I managed to completely compress down to book pages. I like this little guy. the highlight of the day. Okie doke. I love you guys, and I will see you on Thursday. Who knows what we'll do, but maybe I'll have something exciting. And I will see you guys later. Bye.